Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathie Griffiths.
And me, Ellis Butcher.
You're still standing, Ellis, after all the storms at the weekend.
It would take a lot to knock the Butcher down.
Really? Well, it didn't. It probably tried its best because I haven't seen such a huge, massive storm like that for absolutely years. I mean, there was quite a trail of destruction left around our area. We had floods, we had an RNLI rescue, we had part of a Lancaster hotel roof came in, we had trees down. Balvicar shop was like an island. It was like an island. All the flood water came over the road. So we certainly had lots to cope with, and there was a lot of mopping up missions going over on Ling, and the poor folks in Lismore were left without power for quite a long time, although all hail the SSE engineers who managed to get across on the ferry. And then even better, with the put in such a hard day's work, they missed the ferry home, but the lovely ferry crew from Lismore put on an extra ferry to get them over the choppy waters back home. So all in all, it was quite a weekend. I was rather exhausted after that.
And the thing is, you know, it's only the first week after the clocks have gone back, and it's only the first storm of the winter. And I think it was only a yellow weather alert. It does make you wonder what we've got coming, doesn't it?
I'm going to look out for the red alerts now. You've worried me now, Ellis. I think I better go and buy another pair of waterproofs.
It's a yellow alert. It's the first week after the clocks have gone back. You know, it's only 1 week technically into, well, not even winter, into autumn. And it has that kind of effect. I think it is something to keep our eye on that.
Enough of that doom, Ellis. Bringer of doom. Let's move on to something a bit more cheerful. I went to Rockfield. I went to Rockfield to celebrate the moving on a next stage in this amazing, I think it's £2.8 million project to breathe life back into the old Rockfield school. And I got a sneaky look inside. It is looking so good. The builders have finished. They've handed the keys back to the community. What an incredible space and place it is. What's so nice about it, I mean, there's going to be so much room for theatre productions, gigs when we're able to. There's going to be permanent exhibitions. There's going to be archives. There's going to be a meeting space, greeting place. It's just amazing. But what's so nice about it is that they haven't wiped out the heritage or the past of the place. There's these lovely little nods to, you know, how it was when it was a school. And one of my favourite bits was downstairs where there used to be 3 classrooms. It's now all one open space, but the floor covering is shaded in a darker shade. So you can see where the 3 classrooms' footprints would have been. So lots of lovely little things like that.
Isn't it?
It is. So it's great. So they're going to work on a video soon, and they're going to pop that out for people to have a bit of an online guided tour. So that's something to look forward to.
Is it COVID secure?
Of course it'll be COVID secure. I had to get my temperature taken when I went in. I've still got to get used to that. when I went
Did
to
you crack the
Rockfield,
thermometer?
I cracked my stove glass this weekend on the wood burner, but no, I didn't crack it. Although it didn't work, so he said, "Oh dear, bad news. You've got no temperature." But anyway, he did it again, and I was fine. I'm glad to say I was fine. So it's just those kind of reminders, isn't it, about sort of COVID and how you've got to be so careful, you know, where you go. Although I did see in the last 7 days from, I think it was October the 24th to the 30th, in Oban, according to Public Health Scotland, Oban North and South didn't actually record any cases. So there, see, I'm full of good news. The other thing I've been looking at this week is plans or no plans for Remembrance Week and Remembrance Sunday. You know, Oban's traditionally had its wonderful parade along the Esplanade, and we've seen representatives from all the different uniformed organisations and organisations in the town coming and laying a wreath at the War Memorial, and it's an incredibly moving experience. This year, of course, it's very different. And because we're in Tier 2, we are not able to have a parade like we've known in past years. So that's really sad. However, what we're encouraging people to do is take to your doorsteps for the 2-minute silence, get on your doorsteps, show your respects, because, you know, we must never forget the huge sacrifice that men and women gave for their countries. So so let's do that. It's a hard one, isn't it? Because with people selling poppies, there hasn't been as much of that going on. I know there was a collection in Tesco's the other I think it was last weekend that was going on. But I think people, if you want to make a donation, one of the easiest ways to do it is actually go online to the Poppy Scotland appeal. So check that out and make a donation if you can, because we need to keep showing our support. So are you going to be taking it to your doorstep this Sunday, Ellis?
It's been one of those years, hasn't it? What I quite like about that idea is it's very similar to, Clap for Carers and showing your support for the NHS. So, yeah, we should all be making the effort on Sunday morning to turn out and remember all of those that gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely. So if you're out there and if you're going to be doing something this Sunday, taken to your doorstep, or you might be creating something or doing something as a special act of remembrance yourself, you might like to share what you're doing with us, and you might like to send your photos in as well. That would be really good to hear and to see what you've been doing. So here at the Oban Times, we're always really happy to hear from you. You can contact us by giving us a call on 01631 568 000. You can email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk, or you can message us on Facebook. And of course, at this time, all our stories are free online for you to read. You can still pick up copies of the wonderful Oban Times from your shops, newsagents and petrol stations, or you can go online and subscribe to the digital edition. So lots for you to do. We've got loads for you to read this week in the OT, and we hope you enjoy it and stay in touch with us. So that's it from me, Kathie Griffiths.
And me, Ellis Butcher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.